Dear students, now we are going to learn about the objectives and the functions of RCI. RCI means Rehabilitation Council of India. It is a statutory body under the control of Ministry of Social Justice and Environment. Dear students, let us see the objectives of RCI. First objective is to regulate the training policies and programs in the field of rehabilitation of persons with disabilities. Second objective is to bring about standardization of training courses for professionals dealing with persons with disabilities, to prescribe minimum standards of education and training of various categories of professional dealing with people with disabilities. Fourth objective is to regulate these standards in all training institutions uniformly throughout the country. Fifth objective is to recognize institutions, organizations, universities running master's degree, bachelor's degree, and PG diploma certificate courses in the field of rehabilitation of persons with disabilities. Sixth objective is to recognize degree or diploma or certificate awarded by foreign universities or institutions on reciprocal basis. Seventh objective is to promote research in rehabilitation and special education. Eighth objective is to maintain central rehabilitation register for registration of professionals and personnel. Ninth objective is to collect information on a regular basis on education and training in the field of rehabilitation of people with disabilities from institutions in India and abroad. 10th objective is to encourage continuing education in the field of rehabilitation and special education by way of collaboration with the organizations working in the field of disability. 11th objective is to recognize vocational rehabilitation centers as manpower development centers. 12th objective is to register vocational instructions and other personnel working in the vocational rehabilitation centers. 11th objective is to recognize the national institutes and apex institutions on disability as manpower development centers. 12th objective is to register personnel working in national institutes and apex institutions on disability under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Now you can see the diagram which shows the functions of RCI, Rehabilitation Council of India. The first function is promoting research, then maintaining central rehabilitation register, then regulation and training, recognizing degree and diploma, then recognition of the institutes, then encouraging continuous education, then standardization of training courses. The last function is prescribing standards of education and research. Dear students, let us see the functions of RCI. First function is the council is responsible for regulating training policies and programs for various categories of professionals in the area of disability. Then next function is bringing out standardization of training courses for professionals dealing with people with disability. Then third function of RCA is prescribing minimum standards of education and training of various categories of professionals or personnel dealing with people with disabilities. Now the fourth function of RCA is regulating standards in all training institutions throughout the country. Fifth function of RCA is recognizing institutions or organizations or universities running master's degree or bachelor's degree, PG diploma or certificate courses in the field of rehabilitation of persons with disabilities. Sixth function of RCA is recognizing degree, diploma certificates awarded by foreign universities or institutions on a reciprocal basis. Seventh function of RCA is promoting research in rehabilitation and special education. Now we can see the eighth function of RCA, maintaining the central rehabilitation register for the registration of professionals or personnel. Only those professionals who are registered with the CRR are authorized to practice anywhere in India, and it is a statutory requirement for them. Ninth function of RCA is collaborating information on a regular basis on education and training in the field of rehabilitation of people with this ability from institutions in India and abroad. 10th function of RCA is encouraging continuing education in the field of rehabilitation and special education by collaborating with the organizations working in the field of disability. We can see the 11th function of RCA is organizing vocational rehabilitation centers as manpower development centers. 12th function of RCA is registering vocational instructors and other personnel working in the vocational rehabilitation centers. 13th function, granting recognition to the national and apex institutions on disability as manpower development centers. 14th function, registering personnel working in national institutes and apex institutions on disability under the Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment. Let us wind up this session. We will see in next class.